Hi, this is Kelly, your certified health coach.
And this is Scarlett, your life coach here in the Valley of the Sun. Welcome to Hot in Arizona.
And it's been really nice lately, actually.
You know, it's 103, but I was shocked that it was. It felt good.
Yeah, except for it's really, really
it's
humid.
humid. No, it's really funny because we sit here, well, you sit here and say, it's really humid. And I'm like, nope. Because in California, this was about the way it is.
Yes.
Yeah. Now, back east.
Yeah, that's miserable back there.
You have to chew that air.
It's terrible. I remember when I was in Georgia a while back, a few years ago.
My God.
Okay, my hair is like super curly. And I wore it down the first day. I didn't wear it down ever again the entire time we were there.
You were looking like Monica and Friends when they went down.
It was terrible, and it was miserable, and it was, that was horrible.
Yeah. When you have straight hair like me, it just, it's just even flatter. You're just like, really? What the heck? What the heck? Well, you know, we've been talking about women who did great things for Arizona. And I was driving. I was actually on the 303, and I pass a road when I'm there, and actually it's a road that I do get off on to go see one of my friends, and it dawned on me who that was. It's actually somebody that I have mentioned here on the podcast before.
Yep.
Do you remember when I went to Ajo?
Yeah.
Oh my God, I'm still in love with that little town.
Yeah.
Still in love with this little town. But I don't remember if I told you the story of the guy who like ran the mine and who lived in this big beautiful home, and after he passed away, his wife, like, everybody loved her, you know, she invited everybody up, you know, and anyway, I thought, you know, she was an amazing woman. And of course, you know, the road is named after him.
Right.
Because he did great things. And I think they probably didn't do it after her because, bless her heart, she had like 5 last names. But that's how it was back in the day, right?
Right.
You know, if your husband died, you married another one, and you just kept
the names, and you just kept adding.
And of course, her name was Isabella Dinsmore Selmas Ferguson Greenway King. But the Dinsmore was her mother's last name, her mother's maiden name. And then, of course, Selmas was her father's last name. And then the rest were marriages, good for her. But this woman, she was born in March of 1886 and died in December of 1953. Which I think of all the amazing things she must have witnessed.
She saw so much. Right?
She was the first woman congressman in Arizona history.
Wow.
How fantastic.
Yeah, that's crazy.
That is crazy. But she did like a lot of other things. A lot of other things. And we're going to talk about like one of the really cool things, I think, later on. But, you know, she actually was an owner-operator of an airline.
Yes, I read that.
How crazy is that?
That's awesome.
Right?
That is awesome.
Which is funny because we talked about, you know, earlier, 2 episodes ago, we talked about Nellie Bush.
Yep. Who
flew and opened the airport in Parker.
Yep.
These women aviators. Craziness. I think it's just awesome. I think of their bravery. It just amazed me. But little Miss Isabella, her family was friends with the Roosevelts. And which sometimes I think, you know, it's not what you know, it's who you know.
Right.
And so throughout her life, she was friends with them. She was even a bridesmaid.
I did read that too.
At the wedding of Eleanor and Teddy.
Yep.
How crazy is that?
That is crazy.
And they had this lifelong friendship. I say lifelong. I say lifelong, but they kind of broke it off.
Mm.
They broke it off. For really kind of a great reason. I mean, I say kind of a great reason because she really was brave. They had been friends, lifelong friends, right? Forever and ever. And then she disagreed with something he wanted to do, and she felt so strongly about it, she broke off that friendship.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Wow.
But it was really kind of a good thing. She felt very strongly about veterans. And he wanted to cut off or reduce the amount of money given to veterans.
Oh.
And she said, you do it, and we're not friends. And he did it. And she was like, adios, mother. Which really is touching. Because I think of, like, a lot of my friends, what would it take for me to say adios?
Right.
What do I believe in so strongly that I would say, you know what? And the thing was, of course, by this time he's president. Here you are in the greatest position, and you are not going to help these people?
Right.
I'm out.
Right.
Peace out.
Yep.
Yeah.
Good for her.
I know, right?
Good for her.
Good for her. That just amazes me.
Yeah.
I'm just like, wow, what would it take for me to say that? I might disagree with you on something,
Right.
but I don't know if I feel that way about anything.
Yeah, that's strongly about
Right.
something. Yeah.
That I would tell you, pound sand.
Right.
That would be, I don't know.
That'd be weird.
I'd have to think, what would I don't know.
I think it would probably take something as far as, being illegal. Or,
right. I think it would have to really be something very personal.
Yeah, exactly.
But I do kind of admire what she did. Because that is a good cause to fight for.
Right.
That is a good cause to fight for. But she was born at the historic Dinsmore Farms in Boone County, Kentucky. Do you know where that is? Have you ever seen Boone County?
No.
Holy cow, let me tell you. You want to talk about beautiful?
Yeah, I'm sure.
I have been looking for property there. They have beautiful, it's like, 100 acres with a house, and it has waterfalls and swimming holes, and and it's like $200,000.
Wow.
You're like, what? Beautiful home. Yeah, but of course, Bigfoot lives there, so I don't know.
Bigfoot lives everywhere.
I know he is. As a matter of fact, our biggest fan today sent me an article that was in today's paper.
Yeah.
About the Mogollon monster.
Oh.
He's here in Arizona.
Well, yeah, if he's on the Mogollon.
Yeah. He's here. He's real. Anyway, Miss Isabella, she's been married several times, and she married a man named Ferguson, and he was one of Teddy Roosevelt's Rough Riders. And of course, they get married, and he got tuberculosis.
Oh.
They had 2 kids. He gets tuberculosis, so they moved to New Mexico because this dry air is supposed to be good for that. And so they move here and set up home and everything, and then he dies in 1922. So then she meets. It's a tie with Teddy Roosevelt because, he was the one who started the Rough Riders. She meets General John Greenway, another Rough Rider.
She likes those Rough Riders.
I'm seeing a pattern. Do you blame her?
No.
I'm a sucker for a man in uniform.
Same.
And then put him on a horse?
Right.
Holy cow.
Right.
I'm done for.
Right.
Seriously. It is like swoon Oh my God.
Yep.
Yeah, I'd be going for a Rough Rider.
Yep.
Heck yeah. And if you don't know what a Rough Rider is, they were a volunteer cavalry during the Spanish-American War. They were the only ones to actually see battle. And so, yeah, these were some tough dudes. And she liked those. She liked those. I can't blame her, though.
Can't blame her either, honestly.
Not one bit. Yeah, I'd be like, hello, cowboy.
Yeah, exactly.
I say, hello there. But anyway, so they moved to Bisbee, which you know is beautiful.
I love Bisbee.
Oh my gosh. They smoke pot down there a lot.
They do.
Even before it was legal.
It's a hippie.
It is. It's
very
an artsy.
Yeah, very.
We're going to say artsy community.
Yeah.
But it is a beautiful place. It is a beautiful place. And yeah, I can see. And of course, you know, her husband, John Greenway, was in charge of the mine down there. He was the manager of the Calumet mine. And then, of course, they moved to Ajo, which is, you know, not, well, it is a little bit far, but it's west of there. And he was in charge of the mine there. So, unfortunately, he had some kind of surgery and he died kind of suddenly. So again, she was left a widow. But this was one smart cookie. She was a smart woman. She takes her kids and moves to Williams. Now, even though by this time there were cars, think of the drive.
I know. Oh my gosh, because cars didn't go very fast.
No.
And the roads were not that great. So.
No. And imagine your car not going very fast and not being, and the heat here, and you're going up through the canyon to get to Williams.
Yeah.
You are going uphill.
Right.
Oh my God, I wonder how many times that thing overheated.
Right.
Seriously, they did back in those days.
Oh yeah.
In the 20s, and yeah, holy cow! I can't even imagine how long it took. I hate it because it's 2 hours.
Well, you think about the fact. I remember when I was a kid, in my age, speed limit was 55.
Right.
And so it
did take forever. I know. Now, you know, we're complaining it's 2 hours because we're doing 85.
Right.
You know? And no, that's not the speed limit. I would never go that fast. No. Speed limit's 75.
Right.
That's what I'm doing.
75.
Right. Yeah. Yeah. And it just takes forever.
It's like, oh my gosh, can I be
I don't want to go.
Can I be there yet?
But she was a very savvy businesswoman. And she did this, fortunately for her, she was able to sell off her mining stocks before the stock market crashed.
Oh, nice.
And she bought a ranch in Williams.
Oh.
Right? Oh.
I love Williams.
She built it up to 130,000 acres.
Wow.
In Williams.
Wow.
Can you imagine?
Wow.
Just being able to ride through the woods
Yeah.
and then the open prairies that are up.
And then the rolling hills. And
oh my gosh.
Wow.
Yeah. And not that many people there.
Yeah, back then there was probably very few people.
Oh my gosh. I just want to sit and dream about that.
I know, right?
So, bless her little heart. World War I is happening. And she develops a network of women to farm the land here in Arizona while the men are overseas.
Of course she did.
Of course, right? Right? And the thing that gets me is like, you know, this whole era, things are happening, you know, in the early 1920s, more and more people are getting things like telephones. It's the whole party line thing, you know. It's like, operator. And she does this network to help out while these men are overseas fighting the war.
That's awesome.
It is awesome.
That's awesome.
I guess, you know, if I had to, I would.
Mm-hmm.
I'm just glad I don't have to, because you know how much I love digging in the dirt.
All right.
I don't like things on my fingers. I don't like I have that sensory thing, I guess.
Yeah.
I don't like dirt under my nails. No, I'll leave the gardening to other people. I'll just watch. I'll fund it. Here. You go do this. Because I don't want to get dirty. But then also, in the late 20s, now this woman, she went all over Arizona.
Mm-hmm.
That's craziness. In the late 20s, she goes from Williams all the way down to Tucson. There's like extremes.
Yeah.
It's like, slow down.
Right.
Hang out in Phoenix for a while. Go to Camp Verde or something. No, she does extremes, man. She goes from Ajo to Williams, back down toward Tucson, where she opens up this furniture shop called, what was it called? The Arizona Hut. Arizona Hut. And who is she employing?
She's employing veterans.
That's right. Disabled veterans.
Mm-hmm.
Disabled veterans. She's like, you know what? Welcome home. You have a job.
Yeah.
Here you go.
That's pretty
You
awesome.
are worthy. And you are needed still.
Mm-hmm.
Because so many of these people, I'm sure, came home to nothing.
Yeah, exactly.
So she starts this furniture building company, Arizona Hut, to keep these men, to get them working.
Uh-huh.
And not only did she employ the disabled veterans, she employed their immediate families.
Wow.
It's like, you got a brother? You need a job? Come on. Come on.
Wow.
It was just amazing. She was so giving. And that's what I love about these women
Mm-hmm. Yes.
that we've been talking about.
Yes.
They so want to see everyone succeed.
Yes.
And they want to help.
Mm-hmm.
They want to help. They're going to hold their hand out and say, come on,
Yeah.
I'm giving you a hand up.
Right.
I mean, this, because when you think about it, sure, the disabled veterans, they could have come home and they could have gotten their money and everything, but people want that, I don't know, that satisfaction of a job well done.
Mm-hmm.
People want to feel needed.
Right.
It's easy to just sit back and get a check.
Yeah.
But these, especially back then, it was just so instilled that you had to be a provider. You had to be a hard worker.
Right.
So if they weren't, the self-esteem was just,
Yeah, exactly.
I mean, I'm sure that was just a killer, you know?
Exactly.
And
Felt
so
worthless.
here, yeah, exactly.
Mhm.
Exactly. And here she's like, come on. And then the stock market crashed.
Mm.
And now people aren't buying furniture. So what'd she do?
She built an inn.
She did.
Mm-hmm.
She built an inn.
Yep.
She's like, wait, nobody wants to buy furniture? Well, I do, because I just built a hotel next door.
Yeah.
And so she kept these men working, building this inn, building the furniture for the inn to keep them employed.
It's amazing that she had enough money to do that.
Well, like I said, she was pretty savvy. And the thing is, getting rid of all of that before the stock market crash was freaking genius.
Yep.
But she just didn't want to mess with it at the time. She wanted to get up to Williams. You don't want to, at that time, you kind of feel kind of tied into this. And she's like, my husband is gone. I don't want anything to do with the mining. I'm out. And so to sell that, and of course, it really was a huge moneymaker. Just huge. So she was very savvy to do that. And she kept other investments. And so she was very smart when it came money-wise. And then she's elected to, she was elected as the sole representative from Arizona to the 73rd Congress. That is just the sole representative.
Yeah.
I don't know how many people ran, but I mean, when you think about it, again, women are just up and coming.
Right. Exactly.
And people are like, yeah, we'll take her over y'all.
Exactly.
Because obviously she's willing to stand up to some pretty high people.
Right. Right.
And she really puts her money where her mouth is.
Mm-hmm.
She's like, I'm going to help these people.
Excuse me.
This is, so this is what I'm going to do. Bless you.
Thank you.
So then, in 1939, she married Harry O. King, who again he was like some administrative manager of the mining corporations. You can't get away from mining in Arizona.
No, not here.
Right? And we've got them everywhere. And not just copper, like, gold and silver, all kinds. We still have mines. You got to be careful where you walk.
Yeah.
Right?
Oh, yeah.
You just fall into one of those.
Exactly. That's why I don't go walking in the desert.
Oh, exactly. You never know. Not all of them are blocked off.
Exactly.
Yeah.
You don't, besides snakes and all that, you have to worry about abandoned mines.
Oh, yeah. It's craziness. Craziness. So her last husband had things to do with the mine. And then they were together until she passed away. He outlived her by like 20 years. He died in 1976.
Wow.
I know.
Wow.
I know. I think of the things he saw.
Than her?
No. They were the same age.
Oh.
Yeah. Yeah.
Interesting.
Right? That's what I thought. Very interesting. Especially, from that time era. Especially. It just seemed like the women really outlived men.
Yes.
And that's why I was like, oh my gosh, 1976? Get out. Good for him.
Yeah.
Anyway, she did die at the inn. She died at the inn in 1930. And then she died in the inn in 1953. And she had started the inn in 1930. So she died at that inn. And then they moved her and buried her at the farm in Kentucky.
That's awesome.
I know, right?
Yeah.
She got to go home.
Yeah.
That's where she was born. That's where she's laid to rest. And then they named the road after her husband. But I think that's because she just had too many last names. It's hard to pick one, right?
Right.
Because you don't want anybody to get offended.
Right.
But she did, in my eyes, a heck of a lot more for Arizona than he did. I mean, I'm glad that he was big in mining, but this woman really, really felt just such strength in her convictions and helping the veterans. I love that.
I love that too. I love that a lot.
Oh my gosh. They so deserved that. And I think sometimes, we kind of forget because sometimes we're just so absorbed in our daily, here and now. But you don't think about the vets back then.
Right.
And what they came home to.
Right.
And they all need to be well taken care of.
Well, and back then, they still had the same issues that our vets have now, but they didn't have any treatment. They had no treatment for that and no diagnosis for that.
No.
So,
and, though, in a way, I think that working with their hands and doing this was a treatment.
It is,
right?
Yes.
Because I do know so many vets who suffer from PTSD. They say that working with their hands, and I know a lot of them are woodworkers.
Yep, woodworkers or working with horses or building
horses.
Stuff,
that really is therapeutic to do that. So kudos to her.
Absolutely.
For doing that.
Absolutely.
For doing that for them. For making them a priority.
Yeah. Absolutely.
Amazing woman. But that's going to bring us to what's hot in Arizona. And that's going to be the Arizona Inn that she started in 1930 to help these veterans.
Awesome.
It is down in Tucson. It is at 2200 East Elm Street. And it looks like kind of adobe-ish. It's got a weird pink hue to it. But it's like a little casita type thing, It's a boutique. It's considered a boutique inn. And it has been in her family, run by her family since 1930.
So her family still
owns it? Her family still, to this day, is owning it and running it.
That's awesome.
It's like the fourth generation.
I love that.
Right?
I love that.
I think that is fantastic. They have an on-site master craftsman who repairs all their furniture.
Wow.
And refurbishes it it's still some of it is still the same Arizona hut furniture.
That's cool.
From the 1920s.
That's very cool.
Because they made quality shit, man. Let me tell you.
Nothing like what they do now.
It wouldn't have put it together yourself, IKEA. No, it was quality workmanship.
Yes, exactly.
Yeah, and so some of it is still there. The rooms, they don't have very many rooms. It is a boutique hotel.
Mm-hmm.
It is the casita style. They have like, you know, 1 king bed rooms and then queen bed rooms. Some that overlook a garden.
Mm.
They even have like a casita, a little house.
Uh-huh.
It's 2 bedrooms, full-on kitchen.
Oh.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. And it's reasonably priced. I'm going to tell you, on the weekend, it's like a little over $200 a night,
mm-hmm.
which is completely in line
mm-hmm.
with some of these big hotels that aren't nearly as nice.
Right.
These rooms are huge. They're huge. And not only that, they have complimentary Wi-Fi they have in-room iPad tablets.
Wow.
Hey, you want to play on iPad? We got one for you. Because I don't have one.
Yeah, I don't have one
No. But they do have Wi-Fi. They've got, you know, the bedside chargers to charge your phone and whatnot. They have tennis courts. They have a pool. They have bicycles you can borrow. So you can ride around downtown.
How fun.
Yeah, because I don't know how often you've been to Tucson.
I try not to go.
Okay, I've been twice, 3 times.
Mm-hmm.
Downtown area is really kind of cool.
Mm-hmm. It is.
It's old and
mm-hmm.
it's a little crowded for me.
Mm-hmm.
But I really liked it when I was down there.
Yeah.
Yeah. It was really very kind of quaint.
I will say downtown is nice because they have some of the old buildings.
Yes. Yeah.
Yeah.
Definitely. They also have a fitness center. They have a sauna.
Mm.
Okay. In the summertime,
mm-hmm.
they have a Sunday bar.
Ooh.
And in the wintertime, they serve afternoon tea.
Nice.
Right?
I love that.
Amazing. Amazing. And the garden area is just absolutely beautiful. The rooms are decorated so beautifully. It's one of those places that if you cannot get away, make your staycation there. Tucson is not that far away from Phoenix.
Right.
And it's but far enough away that you really feel like you've been somewhere.
Yeah.
And this little piece of paradise will really make you feel like you got away.
That sounds amazing.
Yeah. Check out their website. Check out the pictures. So beautiful. And this woman has really given a lot.
Yes, she has.
To Arizona.
So, sure has.
Thank you, Miss Isabella Dinsmore, Selmas, Ferguson, Greenway King.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Right.
I'm sure that her legacy, I hope that her legacy goes on for a very long time.
Me too.
Because she is an amazing person. And thanks to her family for keeping that going.
Yeah, absolutely.
Down in Tucson.
Absolutely.
Yeah. I just love all these wonderful women. They're just
me too.
Amazing.
Me too. They are amazing.
They wear me out.
I know, right?
I'm tired. And I think, I wonder, did they have some of the same struggles that we had? Why are we so tired?
Right?
Why are we so tired? And these women just trudged on.
Yep, they did.
They didn't have I'm sure they didn't have air conditioning. I don't know when that started. But holy cow. Well, thank you, Miss Isabella. We appreciate it.
Yes.
I can't wait till next week because boy, do I have a treat.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh, the things I found. Yes, I'm so excited. So excited. Well, that's all I've got this week. I want to thank everybody for being with us through this because I think it's important to know our history.
Absolutely.
So thank you. And don't forget to, if you're watching this on YouTube, give us a big thumbs up. Please subscribe, hit the notification bell, and share this with your friends, because we would love to get this out to more people. And you can follow us on Instagram at Hot in Arizona to see all the really cool places that we go to, and pictures of the beautiful Arizona Inn will be on there, so check that out. You can follow me, Scarlett, at Facebook and Instagram at HeartPrintsAZ.
You follow me, Kelly, on Instagram, Healthy Heart and Happy Soul.
Everybody have a great week.
Hi, bye.